As we approach the ending of the NHL buyout period, we have some more players being placed on unconditional waivers for the purpose of buyouts. We'll get you all up to date coming up next. So welcome back here to Top Shelf Hockey. Now we have some more breaking news out of the NHL. Of course, this is the last day for NHL buyouts, and we have some more players that have been placed on unconditional waivers for the purpose of being bought out of the remaining contracts. Now, as we just announced here in a previous video, a short time ago, goaltender Scott Darling of the Hurricanes was traded to the Florida Panthers, and the Florida Panthers are now buying him out instead of Carolina. We knew one way or another he likely would end up as a buyout candidate here. Of course, the Panthers ended up getting an extra draft pick for taking on that contract and buying it out, and the Hurricanes received James Reimer, who was also, rumored to be a potential buyout candidate if they could not find a trade for him here. So obviously, Scott Darling's contract was not one that went over very well here for his time in Carolina. Of course, he was a decent backup in Chicago, but struggled mightily as a starter with the Hurricanes. Scott Darling was earning $4.15 million, so obviously that shaves a lot of salary cap space off here. The Panthers are certainly in cost-cutting mode as they prepare for free agency here. So we'll see what other moves the Panthers are able to successfully land here. Of course, they've been rumored as being one of the biggest teams in free agency that we've discussed here at many times. The Edmonton Oilers are buying out 33-year-old defenseman Andrei Sekera. Of course, he's a pretty solid defenseman, but he really has battled a ton of injuries the last number of years. Andrei Sekera will now be on the Oilers' books for the next 4 years instead of 2, but at a reduced cap hit. They'll have a cap hit of 2.5 this year and next, and then the 2 additional years will be 1.5 million after that. So obviously the Oilers are freeing up some space, creating some roster space here as well. So we'll see how this works out for them. But obviously 33-year-old Andrei Sekera will become an unrestricted free agent here and not free to sign a contract with another team if he can find himself another opportunity. The Philadelphia Flyers are also buying out defenseman David Schlemko. Of course, he's coming off a 4-year contract where he was making $2.1 million per season. The Flyers have really tried to reshape that blue line quite a bit this year. They've already bought out McDonald, they traded Gudis, and now Schlemko's on his way out here as well as a buyout candidate. And of course, because his contract's not very big, the buyout amount is not going to be all that much for the Flyers. He only had 1 year remaining on his contract, so the cap hit for the coming season will be $900K rather than a 2.1, and then they'll have an additional year on there at $600K next year. So overall, pretty decent move here by the Flyers. Not a big surprise here that Schlemko was a buyout candidate. So that's 3 guys gone from their blue line. We'll see if they continue to make any other moves. Of course, they have been rumored to possibly be trading a guy like Shane Gostisbehere, but I guess we will see. I do think those odds are probably less likely now because they've been able to reshape their blue line quite a bit here with some other moves. Would be a little bit more surprised now if they did proceed with another trade in that regard, but I guess we will see. There's all kinds of chatter around NHL right now with a lot of GMs having trade conversations and a lot of signings expected tomorrow. So there should be lots more news, and we'll see if Chuck Fletcher and the Flyers continue to reshape this club. So that's all your latest updates here for NHL buyouts for today. Of course, as always, want to hear your thoughts and your comments down below. Do you think these teams made the right decision to buy out these contracts based on the cap hits that we discussed here as well? Let me know your thoughts and we'll continue the conversation. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. We cover all 31 NHL teams, and there's going to be all kinds of breaking news here over the next few days, especially with all kinds of trades and signings, etc. So stay tuned to Top Shelf Hockey. I'll keep you all up to date with all the latest breaking news. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you next time.